Welcome back. We are in Atlantic City, New Jersey, in the beautiful Garden State. We're at the Tropicana Hotel in the Cuba Libre Restaurante. And Frankie, you did it again, my friend. You put the whole thing together. Everybody's here. We got a wild crowd. We got the big celebration for New Year's. What's going on in the news? We had all these great guests. We finally got a few minutes together. Just you and I.
Wonderful. Well, there's a ton of stuff happening, and the biggest news in my book is that so far I'm up gambling-wise. I'm sure I will not leave here being up because...
That's out of the question.
Exactly. But
at
least for the time being, I'm incredibly pleased. But there's a lot of disturbing news around the country having to do with the rise in anti-Semitic violence. Some of you may have seen this horrible attack in Muncie in New York State, where,
ridiculous.
In the middle of Hanukkah, this person whose family now claims he's mentally ill actually attacked a rabbi and some others, and this is with a machete, no less. This comes in light of the fact in New York City in the last 2 weeks there have been 9 incidents of anti-Semitic violence. Now, some people, like Governor Andrew Cuomo and others, are rushing to blame Donald Trump for this. I somehow think that the answer to why there's been such a rise in anti-Semitic violence is a bit more complicated.
So let me get this straight. Donald Trump does something that presidents for years and years and years have promised they would do. He moved the embassy like Israel wanted him to Jerusalem, right? That's a simple fact, okay? So Donald Trump stands with Israeli people, does what many presidents have said they may do, they might do, they're possibly going to do, moves the embassy. So he's a hero of the Israeli people. We had our friends on from the Republican Jewish Coalition. They said they love Trump. I wish we were in studio. They brought me a red Trump yarmulke.
Yeah, I noticed you're not wearing your yarmulke today.
I wish it was here.
How are you hiding your bald spot today?
Well, I'm using all kinds of Rhino Shield and other products, shellac, and use a little spray paint on the back today. But whatever we got to do to hold it down, but the yarmulke works much better, among other things.
I don't get it at all. We
got to get Allison Josephs back on again.
Absolutely.
They call her a Jew in the city, but she's a big advocate for preventing anti-Semitism, and it's funny that De Blasio and Cuomo support progressives who hate Israel. But yet they have the nerve to blame this stuff on Trump, who's done many things for Israel.
That's for sure. All right, John, before we run out of time for this hour, let me ask you a question. Who do you think, not who you would pick, but who do you think is the most admired man in America?
Who is the most admired man in America?
That's what I just asked you.
Well, I mean, I don't want to brag.
It's not you. The spoiler alert, it's not you. At least according to Gallup.
Damn it.
Who do you think it is?
Shaquille O'Neal.
No. All right.
Michael Jordan.
No. It's a tie. According to the Gallup annual poll of the most admired people in America, there is a tie, two-way tie, for the most admired man in America. Any guesses as to who it is?
I just gave you 2 guesses.
Yes, you were wrong.
Okay.
Nobody else?
You want more guesses?
Yeah. We'll take one.
Barack and Michelle Obama.
Well, only one of them is a man. Barack Obama is one. Any idea who he's tied with?
I don't. Donald Trump.
Donald Trump, that's exactly right. So that's right. The 2 most admired men in America, at least according to Gallup, are Barack Obama and Donald Trump. How do you like that?
Well, I think once we get to the bottom of this Durham investigation and find out that Barack Obama and his administration saw over a complete silent coup to try to prevent the president from getting into office, with John Brennan and James Clapper and Susan Rice, and they all signed off on this stuff. I think Obama may go down on the list.
Well, it's possible.
And Trump may go up on it.
The thing about Obama and Trump, and this is why I don't see any of the Democrats necessarily resonating, is they have supporters that are so loyal and so dogged that I don't think there's anything you could show someone about Obama or Trump that would say to one of their supporters, I no longer want to support them. Maybe Bernie Sanders is
Did
like
Shaquille O'Neal make the list?
I don't know. I didn't see him in the top 3.
All right. He's the most recognizable man in the world.
Is that true?
Shaquille O'Neal.
Well, he's so tall. How could you miss him?
I'll take Shaq in a game of hoops any day of the week against Obama and Trump. We're going to take a quick break. We're going to kick off hour 2 right after this.